am up here exploring the Turtle Shell Woods in Brookings County, South Dakota. Now, as far as I can tell, I've scoured the internet in search of any stories or anybody saying anything about there being monsters or such like that up in this Brookings County area in South Dakota. But there's hardly any monster stories anywhere in South Dakota. They're very rare, and so there's literally nothing out here. So my job today is to search this forest, all this area, and find and try to discover some monster of some kind, or have some evidence. Maybe I can catch something either with my camera, or I can build a trap and I can have real life evidence of monsters up here in South Dakota. Now, I don't know much about these woods. I do know that at one point there was a body found here, and I'm not sure of the entire story, but if I see anything that looks out of place, like there might have been some sort of scene, I am gonna stay as far away from that as I can, purely out of respect for the situation, because everybody knows that monsters come out at night. So today is a very hot day up here, South Dakota. Very beautiful weather, but very, very hot. Now, first thing first, I already tell you, this is a pretty spooky area. This does not look like South Dakota. I mean, that is where the road is, right out that way. And all I can say is that it's just farmland, very flat. And then there's this wooded area that is, I mean, it's barbed wired. Technically, I don't have permission from the owner, but sometimes you gotta risk it all. So, first things first, I have to find a way to cross this river. Now, it's not really much of a river, but I don't want to get wet at all, especially seeing how brown this water is. It's actually kind of unsettling. But you see over there, there's a pretty big log, and I'm thinking that I might just be able to just walk right over that and onto the other side. That way I don't need to get myself all wet. Now, let me tell you, there's got to be hundreds of mosquitoes out here right now. I'm lucky I'm not getting eaten alive. So, ooh, let me just show you what I'm dealing with. My goodness. Look at all that white stuff. What do you think that is? Golly, I have no idea. Oh, hang on. Look at that. Look at that right over there. Let me zoom in for it. Look at that. Ooh, I got a shiver up my spine. That is purple. There is purple fabric, and that is tied to a stick over there. That looks like somebody put that there. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like it, so I'm not going that way. I'm getting my feet wet. I'm going across the trail. I gotta say heck no to that right there. I don't know, I just, something just don't feel right with whatever. So the story, there was this woman and she was found. Hang on, I gotta jump, y'all. But I don't want to slip and get wet. I just gotta, maybe, wait, hang on. Maybe I can just take a big step. Oh, that was nice and easy. There's a little rock right there. I just stepped over that. Way easier than I thought. So, wow, look at this. There's a sign there. It says, keep out, no swimming. Luckily, I don't plan to do any swimming out here. I'm just exploring in search of monster. Oh, there's another sign right there. Now you can see it. Oh, that was just a car. Hearing noises now. I don't recommend coming out to the woods, especially alone like this, because hey, if something happens to me, literally I got nobody to save my ass. Might as well be good as gone. So I just got to be very careful. I'm gonna go very slow. Now there's trails up in here, kind of all over. Beautiful land, but just scary, especially knowing that somebody was found dead in here. Oh, there's a bunny right there. Look at him. Look at that. Cute little guy, ain't he? Okay, so here's a little fork in the road. Ooh, did I just turn off my camera? I don't think so. Okay, so actually I just came up with this idea just now, that instead of coming back here tonight, ooh, look at that. There's some jugs or something, some water. Instead of coming back here tonight alone, why don't I bring some friends? That way I don't freaking die. Now here's this clearing in this area. Somebody cleared this area out at one point in time for some reason, but it's hard to say what. There's lots of little trails. It looks like somebody's been driving through here at some point. Oh, I see something all the way down there. It looks like some sort of, I don't know what that is. Just gonna keep walking, and you know, yeah, hopefully I find something cool. Now I did look at this place on satellite image before I came down here, and oh wow, would you look at that. Oh, you see that? I'm gonna try to get a better view of that for you guys, but it looks like there's a huge lake, and that's exactly what I was hoping to find. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, and there's someone's house up there, so this might be private property. I really hope not. But look at this, look at all this water here. Beautiful lake area. So make sure I'm still recording. So I did look on satellite imagery before I came out here, and I did see that there were several large bodies of water that were around in this wooded area, and I was kind of excited because, well, it's like a lake. Dang, I'm gonna have to check myself for ticks after this. There's a beer can. I'm just really trying to keep talking so I'm not too nervous. You never know when you're out in the woods what exactly, oh, whoa, whoa. I hear noise over there. I'm dead serious. Some animal of some kind. Reckon I don't know what it is. Look at this. Wow. Now ain't this cool? No, absolutely no fire. So that means they, just by reading that sign right there, that tells me that they expect that there are people here. Say no live bait, barbless crankbaits only, and lure only. Oh, hang on, look at that right there. Look at that, sea fryer owner. So the owner is someone with the name by C. Freiber. Oh my goodness golly. Look at that. Look at that over there. That is an island inside of this little forest area. Now, this area in Brookings County, South Dakota, is very small, and I'm super surprised to see such a big water area, and especially there's a gosh dang island right in the center of it. Now, how did that get there? I wonder, now that I'm here, I'm wondering if there's a way to get from over here all the way over there. So I'm actually hoping that I can somehow find on the internet whoever this Sea Frabber is, the owner, and contact them and see if they know anything about that island, if they own it, and if I can get myself over there. I also want to ask if they know anything about, dude, I keep finding cool things. I want to see if they know about any stories of any monsters nearby. But oh, goodness, look at this. Right here, there's a boat. Look at this. Wow. Look inside. That's a pretty cool boat. Huh. And that's just sitting there. Ain't nobody using that. So, it's got some nice trails up here. It don't seem like there's any too fresh tracks. Now, that's really surprising, especially based on the weather. You'd think that there'd be, if there's someone who owns this property, their family would be having a nice time camping and stuff and exploring the area, but I guess not. So, still just walking. I feel a lot more comfortable than I did, especially seeing those signs. They know people are gonna be out here, so hopefully nobody's gonna come out and try to stop me or shoot me for being out here and recording. Also, it's just nice being by the water, and the trees aren't so overbearing. I can see the sky. It's just, oh, look at this right here. Look at this right here. Oh, there's a goose. I don't know if you see it. No, it's duck. I hope you can see the sign. Yeah, there we go. And then look at this right here. Look at this right here. Wildlife Cooperator, District Wildlife Cooperator of the Year. No hunter without permission. Huh. So, that's very interesting. I would like to find out more about all this property and this area, and just see what all there is. Whoa! Would you look at all this? So I just went from the lakes to now look at this. Look at all this field. This is the biggest darn field. It is beautiful. And look at this over there. You can see train tracks. I don't know if you can see the signs there, but I'm gonna keep walking down this trail, and I'm gonna see if I can, if there's any more signs or clearings into the woods. There's some, looks like there's some tire tracks that way, but right now I'm gonna stick to these because it's a little bit more open, and I feel just a little bit more safe. Oh, look at that. Hang on now. There's a tracks right there. Oh my word. It's a big, it's like some bird tracks, but then there's like little tracks there, and then there's some, gotta be some deer tracks. I'm definitely gonna be keeping an eye out for tracks to see if there's any big animals that are dangerous. And some of these look fresh. I don't see anything that could be a dog or a coyote or a wolf, so I'm not worried right now about getting attacked by an animal. My biggest concern is people. It's like maintain trees. People are trying to grow and preserve some sort of tree, and it's another road. It does, like again, it does not look like these roads are traveled very often. Look at this. Look at all these trees. I'm actually, hang on a second. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look up there. Look up there. Now, okay. So now, I don't know where I am. And there are no properties on any satellite imagery in this area. But somehow I see a house. Right gosh dang right there. I'm looking at a house. There's this field area, and I swear to you, I see windows, so I'm gonna be sneaky. I don't know whose property this is. There's no markings of any kind. Oh my goodness. Golly. Lord help me. I am looking at this right now. Look at this. That is a huge abandoned barn. Now, if anybody sees me out here and they ask me to leave, I just have to leave. You understand? Oh my goodness. This is a huge farm. Oh, I did not even see that silo right there. Big old silo. Right up there. It looks like there's a car parked, but it looks, oh my goodness, look at this. I have chills. I'm so dang glad I'm here during the day. Nighttime, honestly, I'd already be dead. There's huge silo, big old, it's a big old farm area right up here. Look at that. Look at all this. And I'm gonna be honest. Oh, I heard something over there. Just gotta be very careful. I'm gonna be honest. This looks absolutely 100% abandoned. It don't look like there's any, oh my goodness, look at that. The door is open. It's a big old Quonset there. But, I mean, look at this car right here. It is just sitting there. That hasn't been driven, gotta be a couple years. There's a big old farmhouse right here. Some farm equipment. Tell you guys, I'm out here, I'm forcing myself to walk forward. This is one of my fears, being alone, traveling alone. And just, I just gotta overcome that fear. I gotta man up sometimes, you know? So yes, my chest is tight. God. But look at all this, look at this. This used to be somebody's house. Now, there's a little trail over here. There's a front door. Oh my goodness, look at that, look at that. Look, can you see up there? Can you see in there? There's a whole window missing. Guys, there's a TV right there. Ooh my, I can see in the whole house. I am so scared right now. It is daytime, it is 3 p.m., middle of the afternoon. I have goosebumps on my legs. That never happens to me. Whoa, look at all this. Look at, there's a tractor. All, ooh, trees making noises. Now, honest. Oh, do I hear, is there someone coming? My word, I was about ready to hide in there, I swear. Oh, oh my goodness, look at that, look over there. Some running, it's turkeys. Those are 2 turkeys. If they can survive out here, might be a chance I can survive out here. But take a look, hang on. Now take a look at this. These are fresh tracks. It just rained not too long ago. It's muddy out here. These tracks are recently fresh. Make sure I'm still recording. Yep, still recording good. So, at least in the past, I want to say, oh, there those turkeys go. Still running out there. Says absolutely no fires. Talking about the fishing. I can't tell what that sign says, but let me see. It almost says here. Oh. Okay, I have the chills. I'm actually really fucking scared right now. I did not pay attention to the sign earlier. Look at it right there. It looks like it says here lies and then something, and then there's a question mark. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I am actually pretty, I have the chills right now. Honestly, I wish I brought a gun with me, but I didn't. All I've got are these knives. I got 2 knives. So if I gotta jump something, I ain't afraid to. Protect my life, you know? Kill or be killed, right? So, goodness, look at it. I just noticed this the first time walking. There's a stick with a rope tied to it. Once again, I have the chills and I feel very uneasy, very uncomfortable. Gotta get back to the truck now. I can't be here anymore. There's my truck. I gotta get there. Oh.